Let's make some Christmas cookies. Ciao. Anyway, so. Hello everyone. Merry Christmas and welcome to the humble abode. Today we're going to be making the greatest Christmas cookies of all time. No, don't roll your eyes. Don't exit out of my channel. Don't you dare leave right now. These are the greatest Christmas cookies of all time. They're called almond roca Christmas cookies. No, they're not sugar cookies. No, they're not stupid gingerbread cookies. They're called almond roca, okay? They're actually unique. Stop making sugar cookies all the time for Christmas. Nobody likes them. Make these. Beautiful layer of buttery, sugary goodness topped with melted milk chocolate and almond slivers. It's so simple, it's so perfect. I'm gonna just like step you through how to make them right here on my channel for your convenience. And also I really wanted to make them on my little board. And I wore this super white shirt for a lot of extra entertainment. I almost already spilled coffee on it. And I'll probably spill chocolate on it. And it's a little stressful because I'm kind of planning on returning it. So Lululemon, if you're watching this, you're not watching this. Katie's here. We're making almond roca cookies. Source, Joan Mayberry. Probably some friend. Katie, who's Joan Mayberry? Katie says she doesn't know. Okay, so what we're going to be doing first is cream together 4 ingredients. The 4 ingredients we're mixing together is sugar, brown sugar, butter, and an egg yolk. All the best things in the world. Baby, yay, soup. So the first thing you have to do, obviously, is put the butter in the machine. So throw these in there. Katie, come show the people your face. I don't think I will. She's embarrassed of you. So we're throwing the butter in. Beautiful. Ah! Okay, next we're gonna do half a cup of white sugar and half a cup of brown sugar. So then just like let it have its fun. Anyway, so. Okay, yum. The best part of any recipe is just the butter and sugar being together. So eat that. Just have some spoonfuls of butter and sugar for your health. And then we're gonna add in this 1 single egg yolk that happened to be in a Tupperware in the fridge. Has been there for a questionable amount of time, and whip it up. Yum! All right, now rapid fire, get the rest of your ingredients. Flour. Oh, it's just flour and salt? Just flour and salt. And then it says, add mixing well, 1 cup of flour and half a teaspoon of salt. Here's the thing about flour. Let me say my piece. Some people say, pack it down, scrape it with a knife, and that's how you measure flour. And I have read multiple blogs saying, no, if you're reading a recipe, just shake it down until it's like flat across. So somebody tell me what you're supposed to be doing in your general recipe, because I've read both ways. I want a scientific study on how recipes actually want you to measure flour. I've never had a problem. Usually I just like throw some in barehanded like an absolute monster, but I'm gonna measure for you guys. I just like don't know the proper way to measure, so it's kind of awkward. Please, somebody tell me. So we're gonna do it the easy way and not use the knife and just throw some flour in. Get a half teaspoon of salt and throw it in there as well. Just throw it. Oh my. Very cute. Do you wanna see? Yeah. A little bit of that. Let's touch it. Ooh. ASMR maybe? No, it makes no noise, so that's probably good. Hey, Poo Poo, do you want some? You want some, Poo Poo? So that looks really good. Lower upper. Look, it's 2 ovens. Isn't that crazy? Have you ever seen anything that insane? I'm gonna do the lower oven because it is faster. Dramatic? Start. I thank you, my ratatouille. I praise you, oh ratatouille. While we're waiting for it to heat up, I'm going to put the dough in this pan. What an absolute mess. So it's gonna kind of look like this kind of shortbread style because it's basically just butter. And pat her a little bit so she feels loved. Physical touch is very important, and for these cookies, physical touch is her #1 love language. So give her some little pat. So I'm just gonna keep patting this in until it's basically flat. Like, you know how to put something in a pan, so I don't think you really need to be shown this, but it's quite good. I recommend some snacking. And I'll let you know when that oven is up to temp, and then I'll see you again soon. My ratatouille, all my dreams. All right, now we're gonna throw her into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. This is when things really start to get, I was gonna say this is when things really start to get like, and just like sensual, because look at that chocolate. We're gonna fix it and it's gonna be okay. But I think I'm just getting a little too excited. So, all right, they're ready. They're beeping. Is your dough ready? Is your dough pan ready? Yeah, it's in the oven, Jamie. Of course it's ready. Is your chocolate ready? Is your chocolate ready with a spatula, ready to spread it? Yes, good. Okay, I'm glad you said yes. All right, let's turn this off and settle down, calm down. Look in the oven, tell me if it looks good. Golden brown? Oh my. Hey, can you stop making so much noise? We're trying to make a featured film here. Thank you. You're being very nice. Goodbye. I'm so sorry for that rude interruption. He is unbelievable. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now, I'm just gonna put you down so I can have 2 hands to get this absolutely beautiful baby boy out of the oven. Houston, we have a bit of a problem. As I said, I've made these cookies so many times. I'm 23 years old. We make them multiple times a year. I love to bake, and so I'm always like baking these cookies because, as I said, they're the best Christmas cookies in the entire world. But we've come to a conclusion. Stop commenting about how to properly measure flour. Throw back to when I asked you guys about that.
We're trying to do it the easy way.
Because I've realized that there is a proper way. Let me show you why. You know how I did like the shaking method? You just like shake off the excess and throw it in so there's more air build up, so there's less flour total. That's what I did, and look how freaking buttery it is. Do you see that glisten? So it's a little more buttery than it should be. It should be one homogeneous unit, but alas, the butter has separated and gone to the top. This is still gonna be super good, but we've learned a lesson today. Let me get my spatula. Our lesson we've learned today is when you're measuring flour, do the old-fashioned method where you tap it down with a dumb little knife and scrape it off. Don't use my method that I've been using for a long time of shaking the flour off. So we've learned something today. So we're just gonna let that sit for just a few minutes so that then we can spread the chocolate on top, because the thing about these cookies is you wanna be spreading the chocolate when it's hot, but since that's such an absolute mess right now, we're gonna wait a few minutes for that butter to get nice and crispy. All right, I think we are ready to pour on the chocolate. Pray for me. Okay, deep breaths. Get ready for the most beautiful side of your life on top of the most atrocious side of your life. Let's try it out. Ooh, look at that. It's a beautifully melted chocolate, if I do say so. So just spread it on top. Okay, now's the part that we're a little nervous for. I'm just gonna be right here with you guys. I'm right here with you. We're all together. Can't go wrong. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, that's actually spreading quite nicely. Probably because there's a 1-inch layer of pure butter on top, so it's quite slippery. So once it's all spread around, I'm gonna get some almonds, because remember, these are almond roca cookies. I'm going to get some almonds, crumble them up, and place them on top gently and with love, okay? Gently and with love. Boom, almonds. And just take a handful, once again using my bare hands. Take a nice handful, crush them up just within your palm, and sprinkle them over and disperse them thoroughly. As you can see, this recipe is actually really easy. It only has a few ingredients. I just happened to make it look extremely difficult. And so I want you to try it. You barely even need the measurements. Well, actually, obviously you do, because I proved that if you don't measure properly, really everything falls apart faster than March of 2020. All right, they're super gorgeous. Look, just like you hottie. Look at them. Oh, that's nice. That's so pretty. That's stunning. All right, so we're gonna wait a few minutes, see what they look like when they're fully cooled. I have to pee, so I'll be right back. Don't worry, I'll be here for you. And then we're gonna have some nice Christmas cookies together.
I praise you, oh, matter to me.
All right, hello, my friends. It's like 48 hours later, and I'm finally emotionally ready to show you the results of our cooking project called Almond Roca Cookies. Ugh, burned my throat. They did successfully seize up. Look at that, and the half the pan is gone, so they can't be too bad. Super delicious. So they worked essentially, except for this side. As you can see, it's still a swimming pool of butter. So I don't think we're gonna dive into those edges anytime soon. And so I'm gonna slice one out for you just so you can see what they look like, so you can see the results of all your hard work. It's really been a journey. All right, well, this one's a little messy, but I did my best. Okay, I'm very happy and pleased to show you the end results of our baking show today. We have a beautiful cookie butter layer on the bottom and an equally stunning thick layer of milk chocolate on the top. And then don't forget our slivered almonds. It's so simple, but it's so good. Let me just like eat this for breakfast. It's just the perfect Christmas cookie. I'll say it again. Best Christmas cookie in the world. So we had some flaws. We made a few mistakes. Oh, here and there. Many mistakes were made. They still turned out absolutely scrumptious. They're just a little softer, a little more doughy than what they usually are, but sometimes that's just what you want, and it's absolutely amazing. So they still turned out perfect, and that just goes to show how easy, how effortless these cookies are, even though I made them look as difficult as possible. So I hope you had a good time with me today. I know I did, even though this full video spans the time of 2 days. These cookies really only take like half an hour. So Merry Christmas once again from your best friend Jamie. Go make some cookies, drink some coffee, and Merry Christmas. Beautiful, a perfect outro.